The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Oh, it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. 30 seconds away from the Golden Ticket and Riot Fest tickets.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the Morning Crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Now is your chance to qualify for the Golden Ticket that gets you and a guest into every Q101 event for a year. Please don't text and drive. Standard message and data rates apply.
Q101.
Let's go. First one of the day, and it'll go every hour all morning long. 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Be here with Brian and Kenzie and Q101. Text FOO. F-O-O.
What?
I'm sorry, I just spelled it for you. I know you like to spell these things out with a word association.
I guess I'll do it.
Okay, you can try it. FOO.
F as in forget about it.
Okay.
O as in oh my God, it's really, really, really early.
Okay, and what else?
O as in oh my God, you should enter to win Riot Fest tickets right now.
There's a lot. There's a lot there. So text FOO, F-O-O, to 312-591-8300 right now. This gets you 3-day tickets to Riot Fest. You'll be there all weekend. I got confused. I saw two.
Was it 1, 2, or 3?
Well,
what the hell did you just say?
I saw 2 3-day tickets. I got kind of made my brain go weird.
It sounded like you fell down this chair.
You get a pair of tickets for all day, all weekend, Riot Fest, Douglas Park.
All day or all weekend?
You'll be there all weekend. It'll be amazing. Riot Fest.
I'm leaving. Where is this going?
Okay, we're just getting started. From our friends at Jam, of course, and Brian and Kenzie. And then you're qualified for the Golden Ticket, everything Q101 does for a year. And it actually is between Riot Fests. So it'll be Riot Fest 2023 to Riot Fest 2024, all the stuff in between. But let's just really settle in on Riot Fest, because that's what you're going to get every hour today. Just in case you just joined the show and maybe you're just in a fog because it's been Lollapalooza, it's been Picnic, there's been so much stuff already this summer. We're getting near the, I hate to say it, near the end and getting into fall, which Riot Fest brings in. Foo Fighters, Turnstile, the Postal Service, Death Cab for Cutie, Queens of the Stone Age, The Cure, and the Mars Volta. Those are the big headliners.
And?
Well, let's go into Sunday a little bit. You get like AFI, for me anyway, AFI, The Used, and Finch, and Flogging Molly.
Frogging Molly, classic.
Okay, I gotta warm up my voice here.
A classic for the one day you're allowed to go to Riot Fest.
That's right. Flogging Molly. Megan's real excited about Tegan and Sarah on Friday. I gotta get her in there. Get all her friends in. It'll be a fun time. Gotta do all that.
What, you just have to do the extra mile for your wife? For the tickets we're giving away?
It's a lot. There's so many bands, and all of it at Q101.com for Riot Fest every year. It's the best festival in the world, without question. So we will be there. You will be there. Text FOO to 312-591-8300 right now.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and the word to text in is FOO, as in Foo Fighters, but just FOO.
Foo, baby.
Text in FOO to 312-591-8300. That's your chance at Riot Fest. Weekend passes. It's going to be epic. And also gets you qualified for the Golden Ticket, which is everything Q101 does for a year between Riot Fest. So both Riot Fest, 2023, 2024, and everything in between, which includes just a ridiculous amount. Thousands and thousands of dollars of free concerts. So make sure you text it.
Big Riot Fest sandwich.
Yes, very big. Like all the meats, extra
like
bacon.
a Scooby-Doo sandwich.
Oh.
Remember those?
Yes.
Oh.
They were taller, and then somehow the Shaggy was able to eat it. And
Well,
Scooby.
absolutely.
Yeah,
That's kind of what this is.
I understand. Now I'm just getting hungry.
I'm starving. I'm looking at Panera right now.
Right now? You just
Yeah.
got here.
Well, I couldn't get anything this morning.
Yeah. What's open early right now in your hood right now? Because Kenzie, downtown, there's apparently nothing open right now in the entire city of Chicago early in our neighborhood. Streeterville doesn't wake up till a little bit later.
I know. That's why we have delivery drivers.
And the extra delivery surcharge and the extra delivery like
No, it's going to cost me $47 to get a bagel. I realize that, Brian.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, text FOO to 312-591-8300. Coming up in a fact that makes your brain go, How many steps a day do you really need to be healthy? All these people go around bragging about steps. Case last week was bragging about Lollapalooza, 23,000 steps in one day. And he's like, I'm healthy now. And you have friends in your life. We know you have those people that go, hey, 17,000 steps today. People like to flex on it. Well, how many do you really need to be healthy? We will tell you coming up at 6:30, and then you can shove it all in their face.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, it's time for a fact that makes your brain go. Now, 10,000 steps. You've heard this ever since you had an iPhone with a little health app, that 10,000 steps you got to get a day if you want to live. If you don't get 10,000 steps a day, you're going to die at 38. That's what people try to make you feel like. Or they flex on it. Oh, I got 23,000 steps. Kay said that last week at Lollapalooza. Now, I got to admit, I'm not going to be a hypocrite here. I told him I got 24 and a half. 24,000 and a half one day. A Thursday I did at Lollapalooza that day.
Did you?
I did. So I felt like I did something. And Case felt like he did something. And everybody feels like they do something. But you know what? 10,000 steps a day is BS. It's complete bull crap. So all you really need to lower your chance of an early death from all causes is 4,000 steps a day. 4,000. That's it.
I think one's for optimal health and one's so you just don't die. I think there's a difference.
Obviously, the more you walk and the more you do, you're going to be healthier, right? In that way. But I know people that would walk around the block of their building at work just to crank up their steps to 10,000 a day. And sure, that's fine. But they did it with a mindset that was going to make them live longer. There really is no difference between 4,000 and 10,000. Now, if you do 20,000 a day, something like that, you're certainly going to add up.
You don't think there's a difference between 4,000 and 10,000?
No, there isn't. The health difference, that's what the scientific study is saying. There's like no big advantage to that.
You burn more calories, right?
But you're not preventing early death. That's the kind of
From a death standpoint.
From a death standpoint. Sure, might you be a little thinner? Might you be a little stronger? Possibly.
You'll look better in your casket. You don't spring for the larger casket.
Now, what'd you get yesterday? Can you open your phone and see how many steps you got? You know how to check that out?
No. Where's that?
You don't know that, really?
No.
So
what are you talking about?
Your iPhone has a health app. It's got a heart on it. It's white with a heart on it. See that?
I'm going to look it up.
I can't believe I'm doing this here. But I thought of all people, you would. For some reason, I figured you'd be all in on that. The step thing.
Continue. Next. Well, I've obviously never set this up.
Oh, you never even set up the health app? You're on the setup?
Right. Okay, so far today, I got 994 today.
Okay. I got 1,139 so far today. Because I park out in the parking lot. They make me park farther than Kenzie gets to park. She has a nice privileged parking spot in the building. I have to park in a parking lot.
Well, you're not a good negotiator.
No, I'm not, clearly. Now, if you click on steps, Kenzie, and then it shows you the day, and then there's a W for the week. You see that? On the top. So you can see how many you got all week. So then you can click on the day if you want. So, for example, yesterday was Wednesday. Wednesday, I only got 4,580 steps yesterday. You see what you got?
Where do you see the exact number? Oh, I got 13,815.
No, that's because you went out last night, right? And you walked probably far to the theater and you walked in the city a little bit?
I suppose.
Do you always get around 13? Now look at the whole week. Do you always get around that much?
Yeah, I got, that day I got 8,000, 9,000, 13 yesterday. 900 a day.
900. That's good, though. You're doing better than most. Like, I only had, for some reason, 2,807 on Tuesday.
Really?
That's not good.
Loser.
This is really weird. Now, also, you have to have your phone on you the whole time.
Well, that's true.
Sunday.
What?
It said I had 530 steps.
You're so useless sometimes.
I did pass out on the couch.
All we have to do is hear about how busy you are, and you only got 530 steps?
Yeah. But I went back to Lollapalooza. Like I said, Thursday I had 23,500 steps, something like that. 24,000, I think I did.
That's good.
But I'm just telling you, you don't have to have. This was data of 250,000 people. They went through the steps you take, just their average day. But 4,000 is the key over and under to reduce causes of all death. Now, obviously, like I said, if you walk more, it's going to be healthier. But you don't need 10,000 a day. Don't feel bad if you don't get 10,000. Like, I feel better now.
If I shake my phone, will it count as a step? Like, how does it know?
Is it better for you to shake your arm all day long just to get more steps?
I'm like, whoa, I don't know.
I'll tell you what are you at right now? 900 something?
Yeah, like 950. Something.
Shake it during Eminem here of the whole song and then see how many steps more you get if
Like
it
a
works.
shake weight?
Yeah, like a shake weight. And how many you guys got right now? Like, don't do, I guess right now, but maybe yesterday. How many steps you be getting a day? Text that in at 312-591-8300.
Remember when we used to buy those step counters that you'd clip on?
Yes.
I remember, this is so ironic. I remember getting one as a gift in a McDonald's meal.
Oh.
They gave them away if you ordered like a salad. Dude, you don't remember that? McDonald's even gave them away.
I don't. I remember what you're talking about, but I don't remember it. And it actually clicked, right? Because it was an actual counter when you walked.
Yeah, like you had to clip it to your stuff.
Yeah.
And then that was the whole point. It was like, it looked like a pager.
Yeah. I'm curious if people are getting 10 grand a day on steps. You don't need it. You just need 4,000 to get really lower of all death.
So when you hit 530, how do you feel about that?
I don't feel good about Sunday. But also, it kind of makes me think I had a more relaxing Sunday than I remember.
Because you complained about how busy you were. It doesn't seem as
530
as if-
steps? I'm actually proud of myself. That's pretty awesome. Check in with us, and now shake your phone during M&M, okay?
Okay.
We'll see how many steps you can add on. It's Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Kenzie's been shaking her phone through the entire M&M song. We just did a fact that makes your brain go, you don't need 10,000 steps a day to avoid all causes of death. You only need 4,000 a day, according to a new study. Now, 10,000, 20,000, sure, it'd be great. And I see people flexing on the text line. We asked you to call in or text in about it. I get 20,000 a day. I get 17,000 a day. See, it is a flex, the steps. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Amazing what Tina just sent in. If you have United Healthcare for your insurance provider and sign up for their app, you get paid 25 cents a day for 5,000 steps and 50 cents a day for 10,000 steps.
That's awesome.
That's pretty good.
So Brian started reading this, and he thought it was $25 a day and $50 a day. He started freaking out.
Oh, I was getting ready.
There's a dot there.
Oh, that would have been incredible. So, how many steps did you add by shaking your phone during the M&M song?
50.
50 steps more.
Yeah,
Just
by using it as a shake weight, which probably still burned calories in fairness.
Yeah, I bet your arm is, going to be
Very sore.
thinner and stronger. I don't know. So there you go. Remember, 4,000 steps is the over-under of having good health, not 10,000. But Kenzie got 13,000 steps last night because she went over to that new Michael Jackson musical, got invited to that big event.
God.
So it was all over the news. It was a lot of commercials for it. Megan really wants to go bad. Should we go?
It was incredible. It absolutely exceeded my expectations. So my husband is one of the world's largest Michael Jackson fans. It is like part of his personality.
Interesting.
Okay. And I really like Michael Jackson, but I didn't know it's a lot to take on for a musical. Like, how are you going to embody all of that? And it starts, the whole premise is him getting ready for that Dangerous tour, which was one of the largest tours and happened throughout like Europe and everything, right?
Yeah.
It didn't happen in America. Because mind you, he didn't get to tour for Thriller because he got like bullied by his family to tour with the Jacksons.
I don't
the
remember
height-
that.
At the height of his career with Thriller, he didn't tour. He did a family Jackson, the Victory Tour. Then that's when he burned his hair.
Wow.
And it really went downhill. Yeah. So I go, how are they going to do all of this? So it starts with them preparing for the Dangerous Tour. And there's actually 3 actors playing Michael Jackson. You have like Dangerous Tour, current, like Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Then you have Youthful Jackson 5, like little kid Michael Jackson. And you have part of the Jackson / beginning his solo career, Michael Jackson. And they all intertwine, and there's these really cool moments that when he's rehearsing, these memories pop back up, and these scenes just play out. So you're getting his childhood, Jackson 5, him producing that Thriller album with Quincy Jones. All that's happening while he's trying to put together the Dangerous Tour. It's really, really well done.
Yeah.
I didn't know how they were going to unfold that, and God, did they do an amazing job. If you don't know his story, you learn a lot about him. So it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, I don't know a lot about him, I can't go.
Yeah.
You're still going to be able to follow. You're still going to be able to understand it. There was moments that you definitely laughed. There's some funny Prince jokes in there because that rivalry was happening. And it was phenomenal. And the man playing Michael Jackson, who sings the most, like the real lead, like Dangerous Tour Michael Jackson, wow, can he sing? And he's talk soft and he can dance. And I even asked my husband at one point, I go, you don't think they're playing like Michael Jackson's vocals at all because it's a musical? And he's like, no, absolutely not. Like, this guy is singing, and it was really, really phenomenal.
It's always bizarre to me when they find in musicals somebody that looks and sounds just like the person.
Oh, he did so good.
Because when you're born, you don't know you're going to do that. And all of a sudden you grow up and you can become that person, like in a tribute band, like in that kind of thing too. The people that really look like the artist and do that, and you become it. It's just kind of fascinating to me that the universe was destined to make that person that role, but not the person, but you're the person pretending to be the person. I don't use the word pretending, but acting out.
Yeah, but I mean, you just doing the definition of actors and actresses?
No, but you look exactly like somebody else. And you sound exactly like somebody else.
It was such a talented crew. Actually, one of my favorite actors throughout the whole play was the man who's playing the tour manager, also doubles as Michael Jackson's father. And there's moments where he's trying to have these great moments with Michael, and he'll just be like, wait, what did you say? And it transports him back to something his dad would say, and it like sets him off. And it was such a cool dual role to use the tour manager / his father, because his father was kind of in that role.
Oh, yeah.
It would just get eerie, like it would turn red because he had that really tumultuous relationship with his father.
Yeah.
It was so well done. And I am a musical fan. I have to say, I love going to musicals. It is one of the best sets I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Because a lot of times in musicals, they just have a few set changes. And what's really going on is the performance in front of you, right? Man, it was constantly changing from press conferences to rehearsals to all the Jackson 5 settings. An amazing thriller scene happens, but it's a huge spin on it. It's almost like he's becoming so taken over because he's obsessed with being perfect on this tour, right? So it's almost like he's terrified during the thriller set. It is really, really well done.
I want to see it now. But you sold me. I mean, I really wanted to see it anyway because I'm a super, I'm not like your husband necessarily, but I'm a fan of that kind of vibe of seeing what they're going to do with it. And you've described it well. My wife's dying to see it. And somebody checked in on 847. I saw the Michael Jackson family tour at Sox Park. He said it was awesome.
Yeah, there was the Victory Tour.
I didn't know. I don't remember that because Thriller is still I don't know if Thriller is still the greatest selling album of all time. It might be. I think it's either 1, 2, or 3. It's somewhere in there. And then I didn't remember they didn't tour on Thriller.
So he toured.
Jeez.
Really, America did not get much Michael Jackson. They got Jackson 5. They got the Jacksons. Then he got to tour with Bad. Then Thriller, height of your career. His family was like, you need to take care of, you need to do it for the family, whatever. He goes on the Victory Tour, and that's when he injures himself.
Yeah.
That's when the painkillers come in, because he's like, I got to do this for my family. Amazing person, by the way. He donated his proceeds to, help black kids go to college from that tour. Then the next one, that is when America had kind of turned on him at that point. He was really frustrated. They were accusing him of skin bleaching, even though he had vitiligo, all these horrible things. And he took his Dangerous tour overseas, and it was one of the biggest tours, but it was overseas that it was that. And he donated all those proceeds as well. That was almost all charitable. It was, let me pay for the tour, and then the rest, it was for nonprofit for him.
Yeah.
But he had to mortgage his home and Neverland to make that happen because he wasn't making money on it.
I'm pretty sure when he died, he was in debt. I'm pretty sure.
The Beatles catalog. But what's crazy is that people almost say he was irresponsible, but he was giving so much money away.
Yeah.
It wasn't because he owned 17 mansions. It was his last major tours, most of them, he donated all of his proceeds, and that's where you make money.
Too bad he couldn't talk to Paris Jackson about that at Picnic.
She was not as nice. I'm sure she's been through a lot.
No, listen, yeah, she was fine. It's Gary, Indiana's finest there, Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5.
Oh, my God.
I want to go. I'm going to check it out. For sure, I want to see it.
It really is phenomenal. It was like a media night last night. You just did everybody from Fox and ABC, lots of radio people. Most people got invited.
Huh. I don't remember seeing. I checked my emails real quick here. I don't remember seeing an email to me about.
It was kind of like everybody who's important got invited. It's kind of what it felt like, you know, in media.
See,
every important person in media.
Maybe I'll check my spam folder.
Maybe that's what happened.
Maybe that's in the spam there. I'm not sure. I don't remember getting an email on that. Yeah, that's all right. I'll check it out.
It got filtered out, probably.
That's okay. Yeah. I miss a text? Did you text me? I don't see a text from you about it. No.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
We are 5 minutes away from Riot Fest tickets. Riot Fest at 7 a.m. and your chance to win the golden ticket. That will be everything Q101 does from Riot Fest this year to Riot Fest next year, all in between, all the big shows. So you will be at Riot Fest if you stay here, just now 4.5 minutes away with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. First, it's Gil Curtis with your headlines.
This is not headline news. The royal family website stripped Prince Harry of his title. Even more insulting, he's now listed as Random Ginger. Kylie Jenner turns 26 today. She doesn't look a day overexposed. AI robot psychics are beginning to replace fortune tellers, which is probably a good thing since fortune tellers didn't see this coming. And today is National Lazy Day, which is why there's no punchline here. This is not headline news.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.